Hello, everyone. Working with, well, if you're only watching on YouTube and you're not on Facebook, you don't know who this horse is. This is Esperanza, and she is here for training. She's here to be gentled. I've mentioned her in some of the videos because she is the most reactive of the group, but she is doing well. Also, just pardon the mess in this pen. The manure's been so frozen. I didn't want to come in here and try to chip it away because this horse is very sensitive, and I had a feeling she'd try to like do something, just like panic. So it's gonna get cleaned up now that now it's warming up. So just pardon the mess. Hi, girl. So this is not the first session that I've done with her. Trust me, I've been working with her a lot because she is quite reactive. So it's been a lot of just working on getting her quiet and comfortable. And up until recently, she has learned to take alfalfa from me, which is crazy. She's very reactive. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to let her come to me. It's like, you looked at me. So she's a 9-year-old. She's also from South Steens. All these girls are from the same herd. And, you know, for the first week or so, I got her at the same time. It's been about a week and a half. The first week, she was with the other horses, and it was not working out because she was so kind of hot wired. It was hard to sort, and she was glued to the hip, and it wasn't working. By the time I got her sorted, she was all stressed, and it was just not productive. So working now in a separate space has been great because I can do a lot of like mini sessions or like one long one. It doesn't matter. I can do it at any point. I don't have to sort her. It's perfect. So when she's a little bit more handled, she will go out again with them. And the same for those ladies once they're more handled. Or I guess it's a race. If she ends up more handled than Epona, then Epona's going in here and she's going out there. Good girl. Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm working with right now. So she's very sensitive. Hence why I haven't picked up the manure because I don't want to scare the life out of her. But she requires a lot of slow movement. That was quite scary, me tossing that hay on the ground, but sort of the more repetitive behaviors like that we do, the less jumpy she'll be. Good girl. Puzzle's like, I want some. Okay. You want some. You want some. You're going to be nice and let Harper have some? There you go. You can have a little more, but you got to be nice about it. You got to be nice. Nice to Harper. Don't bully Harper. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do with Ezzy, just work on getting her curiosity peaked. She's doing really good with that. She's much more curious than that one. Yeah, you, Miss Epona, you're a little bit of an introvert. Oops. And obviously, these two are nosy, but right, me bending down and everything is terrifying. Which, yeah, I get it. So I'm not going to be posting a series about Ezzy because she's, in for training. She's a client horse. And I'm kind of keeping her owner updated, but not so much. This page won't get a lot of updates on her. Some, I think, when we get to like foundation work, but for now it's very similar to what I'm doing with like Epona. Good girl. So right now the objective, Puzzle's like, I want more of that. No, Puzzle. Is for her to draw, come over to me, draw to me, take some of this, and I walk away and she stays put. Like she does not feel the need to move because right now she wants to take it and run. I kind of want to beat her to that. There we go. I want her to realize that she does not need to move. Essentially. What's up, Puzzle? Puzzle's like, I want that so bad. Yeah, I'm going to work with you after, Knucklehead. Okay, so I'm going to go right here. Actually, that's a lie. I'm going to go here. That way she can go forward. So right now, I just want consistency taking hay, and I want minimal reactivity. Get some opinions about that. Just like, puzzle, move it. This is mine. Good. You want some? Again, I don't want to trap her, so I'm going to open that pathway for her to walk. Like, even this is good. I know, they're being loud. I want to see what they were up to. Good girl. Good. There we go. Okay. So it's kind of a mix of like negative reinforcement, getting her to face up and all that, and release for that, and also draw her in because I have reinforcements. Pony? You want this? No, actually, I really don't. Puzzle! Puzzle's gonna yell at Epona in a minute. Yeah, she's a tough one. Puzzle, you're not getting any more now. You just lost that privilege. Nope, privilege lost. Okay. All right, back to you, girl. I do like to kind of pause. I did that with Epona. In her session, I like to pause and like give the other horses hay so that it gives them a break, the one I'm working with. I'm gonna get some more. And kind of what's been working out well is I'll just take a flake of alfalfa and do a session until I run out. And then obviously once we get to a point where they're more comfortable and either don't need the alfalfa, or I can use Timothy pellets, or I can eventually fade out the food, we'll just do however long we need. But for now, this is just a good indicator. What up, Puzzle? You're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. But me being this close to her is pretty nice. Yeah, obviously this is threshold right here. So I'm gonna back away. Get more in front of her so she sees what's going on here. Just want to, yes, get her attention. There we go. Good girl. So yeah, I'm working on, you're fine. I'm working on just walking around. Good. Moving around, getting her used to that, because every time I move, she twitches like real bad. Good job, girl. I'm gonna give her a minute. I might even just try to catch a glimpse again here. Yes. Good. This way? Yes. So teaching her what Epona knows. Every time she looks, I stop. Okay, so she just looked away. And so she looks again at me, I'm gonna back away. So still teaching her the same concepts. Am I blocking the camera directly? My bad. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna approach slowly. Pause. Okay, approach slowly. There's the look away. If I get it forward, I'm gonna slow down just so she has time to do that before she darts away. Yep, good. Okay, good. I'm gonna give her a minute. Ugh, I gotta clean this pen up. That's nasty. Okay. I'm gonna walk towards. I want her to do the same thing. It's fine. Get a little bit more in front of her so I don't get kicked in the head. Good. Okay, so now there's the look away, and I need to look back. There. Good. Now back away. So she's learning the same thing that Epona has learned. And I'm going to pause for a minute. Good girl. Sometimes taking a deep breath makes them take a deep breath. Not always, but sometimes. Okay. I'm going to turn away from her so it's not as much pressure. Good. Now this is getting pretty close to threshold, so I'm surprised she's not. Good. Pause for a minute. Wow. Not bad. Go without the crazy backup, but at least she got it together relatively quickly. Okay, so there's the look away. So that needs to be followed by a look back. And it's okay that she's choosing flight essentially there because she doesn't know. Good. Good. Again, I'm trying to give her a little then leave so she gets some release quicker. She doesn't feel the need to run away. Good girl. Part of it's also like, hey, where are you going with that? I want that, and like that's kind of what I want. I want that curiosity to come through. She's just sensitive. I'm gonna let her walk. I'm just sort of just like walking towards the hind end and driving her forward a little bit. Good girl. Okay, so she's looking forward, so that's my cue. There's the stop. It's a little bit of a look away, so I'm gonna, yeah, that's a look away. So I'm gonna take that. If she looks back at me, right there's the good look away. Now look back at me and I'll leave you. There. Good job. Good. Yeah, and the very idea is for it to draw them in, but some of them, like Epona, it's taking her a minute to figure that out. Good girl. Like aside from the spookiness, this is like more common to see with them. Let me get some more. Good girl, Ez. I know. Scary stuff. But I mean, this is all gonna eventually fade out when she gets more comfortable. Because it already has. I mean, in a week, she's taking hay from me. That's pretty big. I wouldn't have guessed that a week ago. Okay, the straight on look is nice, so I'm just gonna wait. That's good. Again, I'm not trying to like take it from her. I want her to get some, but I also want to give her some release for actually being over here. Good job, kid. I'm just gonna slowly inch my way a little closer to her, just while she's hanging out. I'm sure she's gonna leave. Right there's about threshold. This is kind of like she's putting herself where she feels most comfortable, so me going closer is kind of useless. Okay, fine. All right. Again, I don't want them cornered. I'm gonna walk so she can go straight. Pause. Good girl. She's looking forward, so I'm going to walk slowly. Pause. Walk slowly. I'm going to present the hay. Walk slowly. I really like how close I am to her, so I'm going to, and the ears kind of going, we're getting some more stress signals, so I'm going to not go any further and back away, just because that was quite impressive for her. Goodness, the alfalfa dust. Sorry, girl. Oh, she didn't even react. That was really nice. I'm going to back away completely. I see you moving, lady. What's up? That's good. I mean, I obviously don't really think we're quite ready for this, but I do want to just test and put my hand out and see if she'll touch it, or at least have interest in it, and then get the hay. This might be an impossible ask, but we're going to find out. Just to show a little bit of interest. And that's quite scary. Yeah, we're probably not ready yet for that, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to move because she's just in a weird spot, sort of just stuck there. Want this? Okay. She's probably going to leave, and that's okay. Okay, she likes this spot. Pause. Puzzle, you're being loud. Good. We're about threshold right here, I think. There's the little bit of lean. Yeah, and that's okay. So she had to position herself further. I'm going to try to draw her in and get that head looking very slowly. Give her time. And I don't want to trap her or make her feel like she's being stalked, but I just want to get that curiosity. Yeah, there you go, girl. Epona? I was like, what am I missing? Girlfriend, you are wild. You're addicted. The ear, you see that? And the whole head leaning towards the left? Not turning towards the left. It is now, but it was leaning towards the left. Ooh. Creaky barn sounds. Okay. But really, her ability to stay put while I'm walking is really new and nice. Because that's half the battle, is like they read off so much energy that you can't even walk without them being reactive. Nevertheless, get any closer to them. I just my way over. Yeah, so slowly. And then we're gonna just hang out here for a minute. And I'm not even gonna look at her. And she's probably gonna leave, and that's okay. But I've been doing this with puzzle. It's just like sharing space, getting her used to me being by her, realizing I'm really not doing anything. Good job. There you go. And hopefully that'll stop that twitchiness. Hi, puzzles. Come on over. Come on over. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. This bag is like sideways. There we go. All right. I think we have a little bit more. And then I'll probably, yeah, get this big clump. I won't feed all this, but I'll feed some, and then I'll put the rest in her hay bin. Come on over. It's really good. Want some? Pony. You want some? Pony. Bona's like, I don't know, man. All right. Oh. No. I like that I can. Yeah. There you go. I like how close I can be near her today. And obviously, still like arm movements are quite scary, so maybe I'll go way over here and just do some arm movements while she's eating some hay, just so we can get used to all that and have that not be so triggering. Good job, girl. Okay. Hi. Like, that was so scary, lady. Don't ever do that again. Don't ever move ever again. Good. Come on over. There you go. Anybody want to guess why she just jumped there? There's a piece of hay sticking right here that poked her in the nose. She thought it was my finger. I have yet to actually touch her. Actually, that's not true. I may have touched her when she took hay from me, like at one point, but like purposefully, intentionally, no. So again, I don't want to rig in this corner. I don't like that. Good. There we go. Okay. Give her a minute. Yeah, come on over. Don't poke yourself this time. Okay, so while she's eating, I'm gonna just do a little bit of like arm movements that mean nothing, so I'm not even looking at her. This is discussing intention and when we want them to move and when we don't. So I'm actually gonna just keep this up. I see that she's looking at me, but I want her to realize that this means nothing and isn't connected to anything that we're doing. Good girl. Just while she's eating. So yeah, I really want to like look away from her for this for now. All right, ready? So head straight, walk up slowly. Don't like this corner, so I'm gonna go again. More on her barrel to get her to go straight if she needs to go straight. Pause. I just don't want her cornered. Good girl. Okay, there's the look away. I was gonna say, she doesn't quite know the look away and come back thing. Why are we jogging? She's not. She's fast walking, but still. Feels like. Good. You come here. All right, one more step closer the next time. I can tell when they're going to go over threshold, so I'm trying to catch it right before that, but like I said, she doesn't know the language. Pona would have looked away and looked back. Now we're jogging. Why are you being silly? Okay, now we're looking. Good. 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 Okay, I'm going to release for that, because that was quite nice. Good girl. And again, if she doesn't know the look away and look back, then I need to release her, before then. That was more of a good look away, look back. Good girl. Come on over. There you go. All right, that's okay. She doesn't have to take it. That's why I'm not clicking or anything yet, because it's not. And I'm also not going to throw hay down right now because it's disgusting in here. But also, it's sandy because it's thawing, and I wouldn't want to have her eat the sand anyway. So. Good. Okay, again, I want to get a little bit closer to her barrel just so she has a space to go forward. Doesn't feel trapped. Good. Quick eye contact is really quite funny. All right, give her a break. There's the look away. Which, she did after I left her, right? After I took the pressure off of her, quote unquote. So that, one could argue that that was a lot of pressure for her, just for me to leave her. That's its own discussion. Right there's threshold. I'm going to release for that because she did a little bit of a change in body language there. Good girl. And that's important to note about threshold. It can change from moment to moment. Like, she could be 3 feet from me one time, and then like maybe the wants to move an inch, that's threshold, and then the next time it could be 4 feet. Like, it's going to constantly change, so you have to be really observant. Hi, pretty girl. So right there. Then I don't want her cornered. Yep. Pause because she looked. Pause because she looked. This isn't a really good spot, like at all. This spot's terrible, so I'm going to just move 1/2 inch closer and then back away so she can move, because right now it's like I have to walk to her hind end in order for her to have some space to travel forward, and that's not really where I want to be. Good. So I'm going to go over here. Okay. But she's, oh, that's quite the eye contact there. Okay, there's the look away followed by the look back. We're almost done for now, Ezzy. I'll work with you again later today. There we go. Okay, give her a minute. Back away. That's nice. There you go, there's some on the ground. I'm going to do one more bite. Yeah, then I'm going to leave her alone for now just because that was really good. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to stick a bunch in here. She's going to be very, very happy about. I see you coming up, but you might want to wait a minute. I'm getting nervous. There's a little bit in the barn stall, but I'll leave that there for now. Okay. All right, and that was it for now. We'll work with her again later.